Subscribe to Illuminate Peak now for more great content that will inspire and empower you on your journey of growth and self-discovery. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much for being part of our community. Now, get ready to immerse yourself in the extraordinary story of Freeman, a tale that will ignite your passion, challenge your perspectives, and unveil the secrets to creating a life of freedom and fulfillment. Buckle up, because this amazing book story is about to change your life in ways you never thought possible. Let's dive in and embark on this transformative adventure together. Welcome, my friend, to the extraordinary journey of Freeman, a tale of transformation, liberation, and the pursuit of a life beyond imagination. As I share the pages of the 4-Hour Workweek with you, prepare to embark on a quest that will challenge your beliefs, ignite your passions, and unleash the boundless possibilities that lie within. Join me as I unveil the secrets of automation, the art of mini retirements, and the power of creating value and abundance. Together, we shall dance with fear, embrace uncertainty, and paint a life of purpose and fulfillment. So, lean in, for this is not just a story, it is an invitation to live a life unrestrained, a life where dreams become reality and the ordinary is transformed into the extraordinary. Let the journey begin. Chapter 1, Definition: Freeman's Wake-Up Call. Once upon a time, I was a man lost in the humdrum of life. Day in and day out, I followed the beaten path, working tirelessly to achieve success by society's standards. But deep inside, I knew something was amiss. The gnawing feeling of discontentment grew stronger with each passing day. Then, one fateful day, as I browsed through the shelves of a bookstore, my eyes fell upon a book that seemed to beckon me, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. Little did I know that this encounter would become my wake-up call. As I flipped through the pages of the book, Tim's words resonated with me like a long-forgotten melody. He challenged the conventional definition of success, urging me to question the norms that bound me to a life of unfulfilling routines. Suddenly, it was as if the curtains had been drawn, and I saw my life with newfound clarity. I had been chasing an elusive dream, following a path laid out by others, rather than forging my own destiny. With each word, Tim ignited a spark of curiosity within me. He spoke of a life beyond the confines of a 9-to-5 job, a life filled with adventure, purpose, and true freedom. The desire to break free from the chains of societal expectations surged through my veins, and I vowed to embark on a journey of self-discovery. The book became my guiding light, illuminating the way to a world of infinite possibilities. Tim challenged me to define my own version of success, one that aligned with my passions and values. He asked the question, "What do you really want from life?" And I couldn't ignore the yearning within me any longer. For the first time in a long while, I dared to dream without limits. I allowed myself to imagine a life where work and leisure blended harmoniously, where I could indulge in my passions and still find financial success. As I closed the book, I knew my life would never be the same again. The path ahead was uncertain, but I felt an unshakable resolve to follow Tim's wisdom and create a life that was uniquely mine. With the 4-Hour Workweek as my compass, I began the transformation. I evaluated every aspect of my life, questioning the things I had taken for granted. The process was both liberating and challenging, but I knew it was essential to uncover the life I truly desired. The definition of success I once held had become a mere shadow of what it could be. It was time to redefine success, to view it not just in terms of wealth and accomplishments, but in the richness of experiences and the joy of living life on my own terms. The journey ahead was bound to be filled with obstacles and uncertainties, but I felt a newfound courage within me. The 4-Hour Workweek had become more than just a book, it was my companion, my mentor, and my guiding star. And so, with a heart full of hope and determination, I stepped into the next chapter of my life, ready to embrace the transformation that awaited me. The wake-up call had rung, and I was finally awake to the boundless potential that lay ahead. Chapter 2, Elimination: Breaking Free from the Shackles. As I delved deeper into the wisdom of the 4-hour workweek, the concept of elimination emerged like a beacon of light in the darkness. Tim Ferriss urged me to examine my life and identify the shackles that held me back from true freedom. It was time to break free from the chains of unnecessary commitments, unfulfilling tasks, and draining obligations. I realized that my life was cluttered with activities that added little value to my dreams. It was time to declutter, to simplify, and to focus on what truly mattered. In the spirit of elimination, I took a step back to evaluate my daily routine. I discovered that much of my time was consumed by trivial tasks that brought me no closer to my goals. Mindlessly scrolling through social media, engaging in idle gossip, and succumbing to the distractions of daily life, they all had to go. With determination, I started shedding the weight of these unproductive habits. I set boundaries, limiting the time I spent on mindless activities, and instead, channeled my energy into pursuits that would move me towards my aspirations. But the art of elimination was not only about letting go of time-wasting habits. It also involved saying no to commitments that didn't align with my values. I had often found myself entangled in activities that I felt obligated to participate in, even though they didn't bring me joy or fulfillment. Now, armed with the knowledge from the book, I began to prioritize my own needs and aspirations. I politely declined invitations and commitments that did not resonate with my true passions. It was liberating to take control of my time and energy, directing them towards endeavors that nourished my soul. As I removed the layers of distractions and unnecessary obligations, I felt a weight lifted off my shoulders. I gained a newfound sense of clarity and focus. The path ahead became clearer, and I saw the possibilities that lay before me. Elimination wasn't just about decluttering my physical and mental space, it was also about streamlining my work and finding more efficient ways to accomplish tasks. The book had introduced me to the concept of the 80-20 principle, the idea that 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. With this principle in mind, I identified the key tasks that yielded the most significant results and prioritized them. I learned to let go of perfectionism and embrace the art of simplicity. This shift in mindset allowed me to accomplish more with less effort, leaving me with ample time for the things that truly mattered. Breaking free from the shackles of unnecessary commitments and unproductive habits opened up a world of possibilities. I was no longer a prisoner of the status quo, I was a free spirit, unburdened by the expectations of others. My life began to reflect the values I held dear: intentionality, purpose, and a focus on what truly brought me joy. I reveled in the beauty of simplicity, embracing a life that was not dictated by external pressures but guided by my own desires. Chapter 2 was a turning point in my journey. It taught me that true freedom came from embracing the power of elimination, letting go of the things that didn't serve me, and making room for the experiences that enriched my soul. With each step I took, I felt the weight of the shackles lift, and I found myself walking towards a life that was truly my own. The transformation had begun, and I was ready to embrace the boundless potential that lay ahead. Chapter 3: Automation, the Power of Leverage. As my journey of self-discovery continued, I stumbled upon a remarkable concept that would revolutionize the way I approached work and life: the power of automation and leverage. The 4-hour workweek opened my eyes to the idea that not all tasks required my direct involvement. Tim Ferriss introduced me to the art of outsourcing and delegating, allowing me to focus on the tasks that truly aligned with my passions and strengths. With automation, I learned to systematize repetitive tasks and routines. This newfound efficiency not only saved time but also freed up mental space for creative endeavors. I no longer felt like a slave to the clock, but rather a master of my time. I started by identifying the tasks that consumed a significant portion of my day without adding substantial value to my goals. Whether it was responding to routine emails or managing mundane administrative work, I realized that these tasks could be handled more efficiently. Embracing the idea of outsourcing, I sought help from virtual assistants and professionals skilled in handling specific tasks. Delegating these responsibilities not only lightened my workload but also opened up a world of possibilities. I now had more time to focus on the creative and strategic aspects of my work, propelling me towards greater success. Moreover, automation allowed me to run my business and ventures with minimal day-to-day involvement. By leveraging technology and well-crafted systems, I found ways to generate passive income streams, bringing me closer to the ultimate goal of a life with financial freedom and flexibility. But automation wasn't just limited to business tasks, it extended to other aspects of my life as well. With Tim's guidance, I discovered various tools and applications that helped me streamline personal tasks, making everyday life more efficient and enjoyable. Automating bill payments, travel bookings, and even mundane household chores freed up time that I could dedicate to my passions, relationships, and personal growth. Life was no longer a series of mundane tasks, it became a canvas on which I painted my dreams. Through automation, I learned the value of working smarter, not harder. I no longer measured success solely by the hours I spent toiling away, but rather by the results I achieved and the impact I made. My perspective shifted from seeing time as a limited resource to viewing it as an opportunity to create and experience the extraordinary. The power of leverage also became evident in my pursuit of financial independence. Rather than fixating solely on increasing my income, I explored ways to optimize expenses and maximize the value I derived from my resources. I became more mindful of my spending, directing my resources towards experiences that enriched my life rather than acquiring possessions that held little true value. The transformation brought about by automation and leverage was profound. I felt a sense of liberation and empowerment as I stepped into a life where efficiency and creativity coexisted harmoniously. Chapter 3 was a turning point in my journey. It taught me that I could create a life of abundance and fulfillment by harnessing the power of technology, delegation, and strategic thinking. As I continued to apply these principles, my vision of a life on my terms became clearer and more attainable. With each passing day, I embraced the power of automation and leverage, and it brought me closer to the life I had once only dreamed of. The journey had just begun, and I was eager to explore the infinite possibilities that awaited me. Chapter 4: Liberation: Escaping the 9-to-5 Grind. As the wisdom of the 4-hour workweek continued to shape my mindset, I began to realize that true liberation meant breaking free from the confines of the 9-to-5 grind. I had always believed that a traditional job was the only path to financial security and success, but now I saw that there was so much more to life than that. With my newfound determination, I set out on a mission to liberate myself from the shackles of the conventional workweek. The book had opened my eyes to the possibilities of remote work and location independence, and I was eager to explore this brave new world. The concept of geo-arbitrage intrigued me, the idea of leveraging currency and cost of living differences to live a richer life while spending less. I started to consider opportunities that would allow me to work from anywhere in the world, breaking away from the limitations of a physical office space. I delved into online platforms and communities that connected freelancers and remote workers with employers and projects across the globe. This journey led me to discover a multitude of opportunities one had never considered before. With determination and persistence, I secured remote work that aligned with my skills and passions. As I bid farewell to the 9-to-5 grind, I stepped into a new era of liberation, one where my office was wherever I chose it to be it a beachside cafe, a bustling city corner, or the comfort of my own home. Embracing this newfound freedom allowed me to experience life in a whole new light. No longer bound by rigid office hours, I could structure my day in a way that suited my natural rhythms and productivity. I discovered that my creativity flourished when I had the flexibility to choose when and where I worked. Liberation also meant finding balance. I learned to set boundaries between work and leisure, ensuring that my newfound freedom didn't tip the scales into overworking. Time with family, friends, and personal pursuits became just as essential as my professional endeavors. Through this journey, I connected with a global community of like-minded individuals who also sought liberation from the traditional work model. We shared stories, exchanged tips, and supported one another's aspirations. It was a network of encouragement, constantly reminding me that I was not alone in my pursuit of a life filled with purpose and flexibility. As I continued to thrive in my remote work, I also explored ways to generate passive income streams, applying the principles of automation and leverage. This allowed me to further liberate myself from the constraints of time-for-money trades, creating a life where my income was not solely dependent on the hours I put in. Liberation wasn't just about escaping the 9-to-5 grind, it was about embracing a life of adventure, growth, and meaningful experiences. I found myself immersed in diverse cultures, exploring new landscapes, and making connections with people from all walks of life. Each day felt like an opportunity to paint a new chapter in the story of my life. The 9-to-5 grind had transformed into a tapestry of liberation, and I marveled at the canvas that lay before me. Chapter 4 was a celebration of freedom and self-discovery. It was a reminder that life was not meant to be lived within the confines of a cubicle, but rather as a grand adventure waiting to unfold. As I stood on the precipice of possibility, I knew that liberation was not just a one-time event, but a continuous journey of growth and evolution. With the power of liberation in my hands, I felt the winds of change carry me towards the life I had always dreamed of. The horizon was limitless, and I was ready to embrace every moment of this extraordinary journey. Chapter 5: The End of Time Management, Embracing the New Rich Lifestyle. In the pursuit of liberation, I stumbled upon a revelation that forever changed the way I approached time: the end of time management. Tim Ferriss's teachings challenged the notion of trying to fit more tasks into each day and instead encouraged me to focus on what truly mattered. The 4-Hour Workweek opened my eyes to the concept of the new rich lifestyle, a way of living that prioritized experiences and fulfillment over simply accumulating wealth. It was a paradigm shift that freed me from the never-ending chase of time and allowed me to embrace a life of abundance in every sense. Gone were the days of meticulously planning my schedule to the last minute, trying to fit in as much as possible. Instead, I learned to savor each moment, to immerse myself fully in the present, and to relish the experiences that brought me joy. I realized that true richness came not from having an abundance of time, but from making the most of the time I had. I became intentional about how I spent my hours, ensuring that every task and activity aligned with my passions and values. The pursuit of the new rich lifestyle went hand in hand with the concept of mini retirements, taking breaks throughout the year to indulge in my passions and explore the world. I had always believed that retirement was something to be postponed until the end of a long career, but now I saw that life was meant to be lived in the present. I embraced the idea of creating mini retirements, periods of time where I would step away from work to travel, learn, and immerse myself in new experiences. These breaks reinvigorated me, filling me with inspiration and creativity that spilled over into my work when I returned. By weaving these mini retirements into the fabric of my life, I discovered that I didn't need to wait for a distant retirement to enjoy the fruits of my labor. Life was not a waiting game, it was an ever-evolving journey where each day held the potential for adventure and growth. The new rich lifestyle was about designing a life that celebrated the richness of experiences and relationships. I focused on quality over quantity, valuing meaningful connections with loved ones and cherishing the memories we created together. I found joy in trying new activities, whether it was learning a new language, mastering a new skill, or exploring a new hobby. The pursuit of knowledge and personal growth became an integral part of my daily life, enriching my soul and expanding my horizons. As I embraced the new rich lifestyle, I also discovered the beauty of simplicity. Material possessions lost their allure, and I learned to appreciate the beauty of a minimalist lifestyle. I found contentment in owning fewer things and investing in experiences that held lasting value. With each passing day, I felt the burden of time management lift, and in its place, I embraced the freedom to create a life that aligned with my deepest desires. The new rich lifestyle became my guiding philosophy, a compass that pointed me towards a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. Chapter 5 marked the beginning of a new chapter in my life, one where I no longer rushed to cram as much as possible into each day but instead savored each moment, embracing the richness of every experience. It was a journey of liberation, a celebration of time, and a testament to the transformative power of living life on my terms. As I continued to embrace the new rich lifestyle, I felt a profound sense of gratitude for the journey I had embarked upon. Life had become a tapestry of moments, each woven with intention and purpose, and I marveled at the masterpiece that lay before me. Chapter 6: Beyond Fear, Embracing Uncertainty. As my journey towards a life of freedom and fulfillment continued, I encountered one of the most significant challenges: fear. The fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, and the fear of uncertainty had the power to hold me back from realizing my true potential. The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss became my trusted guide as I navigated the turbulent waters of uncertainty. In Chapter 6, I learned that embracing uncertainty was essential for personal growth and success. I realized that by facing my fears head-on, I could unlock the door to a world of endless possibilities. The book reminded me that fear was a natural response to change and new experiences. It was the voice in my head warning me to stay within my comfort zone, to resist stepping into the unknown. But I had come too far in my journey to let fear dictate my path. I began to reframe my perception of uncertainty. Rather than viewing it as a threat, I saw it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Embracing uncertainty meant embracing the potential for something better, something beyond my current circumstances. I reminded myself that failure was not the end, but merely a stepping stone on the path to success. Tim Ferriss shared stories of successful individuals who had faced failure numerous times before achieving greatness. Their journeys inspired me to push past the fear of failure and view it as a valuable lesson rather than a setback. To conquer fear, I adopted a mindset of experimentation. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment or the guarantee of success, I took small steps towards my goals, testing the waters and learning from each experience. This approach allowed me to build confidence and resilience, strengthening my ability to navigate uncertainty with courage. The book also taught me to seek wisdom from those who had walked a similar path. I sought guidance from mentors and connected with a community of like-minded individuals who shared their stories of triumph over fear and uncertainty. Their encouragement and support bolstered my determination to keep moving forward. With each leap into the unknown, I discovered newfound strengths within myself. The more I embraced uncertainty, the more I realized that the magic of life lay in its unpredictability. Each day became an adventure, and I reveled in the excitement of not knowing what lay around the corner. Beyond fear, I found freedom. Fear had once been the gatekeeper, holding me back from pursuing my dreams. But now, with courage as my ally, I felt the shackles of fear loosen, allowing me to step into the fullness of life. Embracing uncertainty became a transformative experience. I no longer sought the illusion of stability but instead relished the thrill of uncertainty. It was in these moments of uncertainty that I grew, evolved, and flourished as an individual. Chapter 6 was a pivotal chapter in my journey, one that taught me to dance with fear and embrace the uncertainty of life. With each obstacle I conquered, I became more attuned to the magic of possibility. I learned that the only limits were the ones I imposed upon myself. As I continued to face uncertainty with courage and determination, I knew that the journey of self-discovery was not a linear path, but a winding adventure. Embracing uncertainty had become a way of life, a compass guiding me towards the life I had once only dreamed of. Chapter 7: The Road to Wealth, Value, and Abundance. In the pursuit of a life of freedom and fulfillment, I found myself standing at a crossroads, the road to wealth. However, this was not the traditional path to wealth that society had conditioned me to believe in. Instead, the 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss revealed to me a new perspective on wealth, one that centered around creating value and embracing abundance. Chapter 7 became a guiding light, illuminating the true essence of wealth and its connection to the value I brought to the world. I learned that wealth was not solely measured by the size of my bank account, but by the impact I had on others' lives. Tim's words echoed in my mind: it's not how much money you make, but how much you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. This profound insight taught me that true wealth came from creating sustainable income streams and preserving the abundance that flowed through my life. I shifted my focus from the pursuit of money to the pursuit of value. I delved into understanding the needs and desires of others, seeking ways to provide solutions that would enhance their lives. I immersed myself in building businesses and ventures that aligned with my passions and resonated with my audience. Rather than seeking quick riches, I invested in the long-term vision of creating lasting value. I built relationships based on trust, transparency, and integrity. I embraced the power of networking and collaboration, recognizing that in unity, there was exponential growth and opportunity. As I added value to others, I discovered that abundance naturally followed. Opportunities seemed to flow effortlessly into my life, and the feeling of scarcity that once held me back faded away. I found myself surrounded by like-minded individuals, each contributing their unique gifts to the world. This shift in mindset also extended to my personal life. I recognized the abundance of love, joy, and experiences that enriched my days. Rather than chasing after material possessions, I celebrated the richness of moments spent with loved ones, the beauty of a sunset, and the serenity of nature. With each day, I felt a profound sense of gratitude for the abundance that embraced my life. It was not just about having more, it was about recognizing the blessings that were already present and appreciating them with a heart full of gratitude. In my pursuit of wealth through value and abundance, I also discovered the power of giving back. I engaged in acts of kindness, supported causes I believed in, and sought ways to make a positive impact in the world. The more I gave, the more I received, not just in material wealth, but in the richness of purpose and fulfillment. The road to wealth became a journey of self-discovery, one that allowed me to connect with my true purpose and the mark I wanted to leave on the world. It was about finding alignment between my values, passions, and the impact I made on others. Chapter 7 was a pivotal moment in my journey, redefining wealth as a journey of creating value and embracing abundance. As I continued to walk this road, I knew that the riches I sought were not just external but an inner treasure, the fulfillment that came from knowing I had lived a life of purpose and contribution. The road to wealth was not a destination but a path of continuous growth and expansion. Each step I took was a reminder that the journey itself was the true reward, and the abundance that flowed through my life was a reflection of the richness within my soul. Chapter 8: The Muse, Creating a Business That Sets You Free. As I ventured further along the path of self-discovery and abundance, I encountered a transformative concept: the muse. In Chapter 8 of the 4-Hour Workweek, Tim Ferriss introduced me to the idea of creating a business that would liberate me from the traditional constraints of work and set me free. The muse represented more than just a business, it was a vehicle for achieving financial independence and true freedom. Tim challenged me to envision a business that could generate passive income, allowing me to live life on my own terms. I delved into exploring various ideas and opportunities, seeking a muse that resonated with my passions and aligned with my desired lifestyle. I wanted a business that didn't require my constant presence and attention, but one that could thrive with minimal day-to-day involvement. Inspired by the book, I started to view entrepreneurship as a journey of creativity and innovation. Rather than focusing solely on traditional business models, I explored unconventional approaches that could leverage technology and automation to create scalable and sustainable income streams. The concept of the muse encouraged me to think outside the box. I looked for niches and gaps in the market that others had overlooked. I sought to provide unique solutions and products that would bring value to a specific audience. With passion as my driving force, I poured my heart and soul into building my muse. I worked diligently, embracing the challenges and setbacks that came with entrepreneurship. I reminded myself that every obstacle was an opportunity to learn and grow, and failure was merely a stepping stone towards success. As my muse took shape, I experienced the exhilaration of seeing my vision come to life. The passive income it generated began to flow steadily, and I felt a newfound sense of security and freedom. The success of my muse not only transformed my financial situation but also opened doors to new possibilities. I no longer felt tied down to a single source of income or dependent on a traditional job. I was the architect of my destiny, and my muse was the bridge that connected me to a life of autonomy. With the muse as my ally, I was able to further embrace the new rich lifestyle. I took many retirements to explore new ventures and passions, secure in the knowledge that my muse would continue to provide for me. My business became an extension of myself, a testament to my creativity, determination, and the value I brought to the world. It was a representation of the life I had crafted, one that allowed me to focus on the things that truly mattered while still thriving financially. The muse was not just a business, it was a symbol of the transformative power of entrepreneurship. It taught me that the road to true freedom was not just about breaking free from the 9-to-5 grind, but about creating a life of abundance and purpose on my own terms. Chapter 8 marked a milestone in my journey, the realization that I had the power to design my life and that entrepreneurship could be the key to unlocking the door to that freedom. As I continued to nurture and expand my muse, I knew that it was not just a means to an end, but a reflection of the person I had become. With the muse by my side, I felt the wind of possibility carry me towards the horizon of boundless opportunities. The journey had become a symphony of creativity, abundance, and empowerment, and I was eager to embrace every note of this extraordinary life. Chapter 9: The 80-20 Principle: Maximizing Results. As my journey of transformation continued, I delved deeper into the wisdom of the 4-Hour Workweek, uncovering a powerful principle that would forever change the way I approached productivity and success: the 80-20 Principle. Chapter 9 was a revelation, introducing me to the concept that 80% of results could be achieved with just 20% of effort. This principle, also known as the Pareto Principle, showed me that focusing on the most impactful tasks and strategies could lead to exponential results. I embraced the 80-20 principle with open arms, eager to apply its insights to every aspect of my life. I started by analyzing my work and personal endeavors, identifying the few key actions that contributed most significantly to my desired outcomes. With newfound clarity, I shifted my focus from busy work and low-value tasks to the vital few that truly moved the needle. I became ruthless in prioritizing my time and energy, ensuring that I allocated them to activities that aligned with my goals and values. The principle also taught me the art of letting go. I learned to delegate and outsource tasks that didn't align with my strengths, freeing up more time to focus on my areas of expertise. I embraced the power of saying no to distractions and commitments that didn't serve my higher purpose. As I applied the 80-20 principle to my work, I witnessed a remarkable shift in my productivity and efficiency. I accomplished more in less time, allowing me to create a healthy work-life balance. The burden of long hours and unnecessary stress lifted, and I found myself savoring the moments of rest and rejuvenation. Beyond work, the 80-20th principle extended to other areas of my life. I evaluated my relationships, identifying the key connections that brought me the most joy and fulfillment. I invested in nurturing these bonds, cherishing the people who added value to my life. The principle also guided my financial decisions. I examined my expenses, identifying the areas where I derived the most satisfaction and fulfillment. I shifted my spending to focus on experiences and investments that had a lasting impact, rather than on fleeting material possessions. Maximizing results through the 80-20 principle became a way of life. It was a reminder that I held the power to shape my destiny by consciously directing my efforts towards what truly mattered. The principle became a guiding compass, leading me towards a life of purpose and abundance. As I continued to apply the 80-20 principle, I realized that it was not just about efficiency but also about intentionality. It was a mindset shift that allowed me to create more with less, to embrace simplicity over complexity, and to find beauty in the essence of life. Chapter 9 became a cornerstone of my journey, transforming the way I approached work, relationships, and personal growth. With each step, I felt the ripple effect of maximizing results in every aspect of my life, creating a life that was rich in purpose, joy, and fulfillment. The 80-20 principle had become my ally, empowering me to unlock my true potential and discover the art of achieving more with less. As I embraced this principle, I knew that the journey of self-discovery and transformation was not just a destination but a continuous evolution towards a life of extraordinary possibilities. Chapter 10, Disappearing Act: The Art of Mini Retirements. In the pages of the 4-Hour Workweek, I discovered a concept that challenged the conventional notion of retirement: the art of mini retirements. Chapter 10 introduced me to a new way of living, where I could weave periods of freedom and exploration throughout my life, rather than waiting for a distant retirement at the end of my career. The idea of mini retirements was revolutionary. Instead of deferring my dreams until old age, I learned to take intentional breaks throughout my life to pursue my passions and immerse myself in new experiences. These breaks were not mere vacations, they were periods of renewal, growth, and self-discovery. With this concept in mind, I began to plan my mini retirements strategically. I looked for opportunities to step away from work and immerse myself in activities that brought me joy and fulfillment. Whether it was traveling to a new country, taking up a new hobby, or learning a new skill, each mini retirement became a chapter of self-discovery. Through mini retirements, I not only experienced new cultures and landscapes but also discovered new facets of myself. The breaks allowed me to step outside the routines and responsibilities of everyday life, giving me space to reflect, dream, and set new intentions for the future. One of the most significant revelations of mini retirements was the realization that life was not meant to be lived solely for work. I no longer defined myself by my job title or career achievements. I embraced the idea of a multifaceted life, where my identity was woven from various passions and pursuits. As I returned from each mini retirement, I brought back a renewed sense of purpose and energy to my work. The breaks became a wellspring of creativity and inspiration, enriching my professional endeavors and propelling me towards even greater success. But mini retirements weren't just about personal growth, they were also a celebration of time spent with loved ones. I shared these adventures with family and friends, creating memories that would be cherished for a lifetime. The connections I built during these breaks deepened my relationships, reminding me of the importance of shared experiences and meaningful connections. The art of mini retirements also highlighted the importance of financial responsibility. By embracing the principles of automation, outsourcing, and value creation, I was able to design a lifestyle that allowed for these breaks without compromising my financial security. Through mini retirements, I learned that life was not a linear journey, but a series of interconnected moments. Each mini retirement represented a chapter of growth, adventure, and transformation. The breaks reminded me that life was meant to be savored, and each day was an opportunity to create a life of abundance and joy. Chapter 10 became a cornerstone of my journey, forever altering my perspective on work, retirement, and the art of living fully. As I continued to embrace the concept of mini retirements, I felt the magic of life unfolding in wondrous ways, and I knew that the best was yet to come. The disappearing act of many retirements was not about escaping life, it was about diving headfirst into its vibrant tapestry and relishing every hue. With each chapter of renewal and discovery, I felt the tapestry of my life weave into a masterpiece of purpose and fulfillment. The journey had become an adventure beyond my wildest dreams, and I was ready to embrace every twist and turn with a heart full of wonder and gratitude. As I reflect on the transformative journey chronicled in the 4-Hour Workweek, I am filled with profound gratitude and awe for the person I have become and the life I have crafted. The pages of this book were not just words on paper, they were the stepping stones that led me to a new beginning, a life of freedom, abundance, and purpose. In the epilogue of my story, I find myself standing at the threshold of a new chapter. The journey of self-discovery and growth has been both exhilarating and challenging, but every step has been worth it. I have learned that life is not about waiting for the right moment, it is about seizing every moment and embracing the endless possibilities it offers. The journey has taught me that the true meaning of wealth lies not just in financial success, but in the richness of experiences and relationships. I have found fulfillment in the value I create for others and the impact I make in their lives. It is through giving that I receive, and the abundance I have cultivated is a reflection of the abundance within my soul. As I look back on the road I've traveled, I am grateful for the moments of fear and uncertainty, for they have taught me resilience and courage. Each obstacle was an opportunity to grow, and failure was a stepping stone towards success. I have come to realize that fear is not an obstacle to overcome but a companion to dance with on the journey to greatness. The art of many retirements has become a way of life, reminding me to savor every moment and create a life that is rich in experiences. I have learned that life is not meant to be lived in one continuous grind, but to be punctuated by moments of rest, renewal, and adventure. The breaks have nourished my soul and fueled my creativity, infusing my work and life with newfound energy and purpose. The road to wealth has been paved with the intention to create value and embrace abundance. I no longer measure my success solely by material possessions but by the impact I make on others' lives. I have learned that true wealth lies not in the accumulation of things but in the legacy we leave behind, the imprint we make on the world and the hearts of those we touch. As I pen this epilogue, I am filled with a sense of excitement and wonder for what lies ahead. The journey of self-discovery and transformation is a lifelong adventure, and I am eager to explore the uncharted territories of my potential. I am no longer bound by the expectations of others or limited by self-imposed barriers. I am free to embrace the boundless possibilities that await me. The journey of Freeman is not just a story, it is a testament to the power of embracing change, daring to dream, and creating a life that is a masterpiece of passion and purpose. The journey continues, and the best is yet to come. And so, with a heart full of gratitude and anticipation, I step into this new beginning, a life guided by intention, fueled by courage, and enriched by the magic of uncertainty. The world is my canvas, and I am the artist of my destiny. The journey of Freeman has no end, it is a dance of self-discovery, a symphony of growth, and a celebration of life's infinite possibilities. And so, with every step, I continue to embrace the beauty of the unknown, knowing that each moment is a chance to create a life that is extraordinary beyond measure.